Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel after very long. This is today's emotional emotional support water bottle, by the way. I've noticed that I kind of drink a lot of water when I'm stressed and I'm anxious, so that's at least good. But I didn't really plan to shoot this video. I just felt like um I don't even know actually what I'm going to say in this video. I just felt like really coming and talking about like stuff that's been happening. I don't even know how many of you are interested, but I just feel like there's so much kind of toxic positivity on my Instagram and my YouTube right now because everything is just like a highlight reel. And I kind of wanted to just come here and share my true feelings because I almost feel bad when like I don't post enough. Like for example, like I have people telling me constantly on Instagram that we love seeing your story, everything is so aesthetic, but like that's not the case all the time. And then when things are not 10 on 10 and they're a bit mid or a bit like AVG, then I'm just like, should I even be posting this? And that's honestly not good. Like I don't want to do that. I want to be posting the bad bits about my life too, but then I'm just like, is that on brand for me? Like I start thinking about such questions, and honestly guys, like I've never thought about these questions before. So like I feel like tides are changing, tables are turning, and yeah, I kind of just wanted to come on here and tell you how I've been doing. It's the 11th of October, literally 9:47 p.m. I'm literally catching a flight in the next few hours to travel to Delhi for Fashion Week. I literally should be packing my bags right now and deciding my outfits, but I haven't done any of that because I have been in like this freeze, this kind of physical freeze situation where I can't get myself to do anything. Literally since the start of October, even like before that, I feel like the last kind of week of September-ish, I have just been pouring from such an empty cup. Work has been so demanding. It touch wood, like they're all good problems to have, but nobody really like prepares you, for the emotional toll that being an entrepreneur takes on you. And not only being an entrepreneur, but also just like being this whole part-time content creation thing. I don't like calling it content creation, honestly. It's like not content creation for me. It's just me sharing my life. But I understand now when I used to feel like, oh my god, people are so cringe that they don't call themselves influencers and they don't chase a certain kind of target they have. And but I literally see that happening to me now. Like the more I share content, the more people are like reaching out and saying, oh, can you do this and can you do that? And of course I want to do that, right? Because like at some point, like I don't really mind monetizing my passion, and this is genuinely such a passion for me. So I'm like, okay, god is sending me opportunities my way, and how can I just say no to them? I have ended up in the last kind of 1 month doing a few like paid promotions, paid collabs, and they've turned out great. Like I've got a good response and stuff from them, but just juggling that whole kind of vertical in my life with this whole vertical that I have going, which is like my business and my consultancy and like hiring and retaining those employees, like I have had so many breakdowns over the last like 3 weeks. It's actually unbelievable. I don't remember feeling this way. Literally don't remember feeling this pain like a long time. But yeah, I'm just gonna like keep this like my journal entry and just keep talking. So a thing happened, couple of things happened that actually have really made me see the reality of what it is to kind of be there out on your own, kind of come out of this cocooned environment that your family has been putting you in for the last so many years, and just like the realities of life, I guess. There was this one ex agency that like reached out to me, and it was all good or whatever, but obviously because like I'm working 9 to 5, like I work 9 to 9 almost, right? Because I'm the like it's my consultancy, like I'm not an employee anymore, so you're obviously putting in the extra hours to make sure you're hitting your targets. There are certain kind of timelines you need to work under, and then I'm also getting these like calls on the side. So there was this agency that actually reached out to me, and it was for this one brand, and it was going to be like a meta video, which was, they were treating it like as a UGC deliverable, so it had nothing to do with me posting on social media or they posting on social media. And shit just didn't click in the beginning. Like the timelines, like, they didn't really like ask me what my background was, what kind of my setup for the content was, or anything. They just like, assumed that I said yes, because like I said okay to when they kind of confirm my commercial or something, and I just assumed that I said yes, and they just like sent over the products to my house. And at this point, mind you, I was traveling, I was overseas, I was traveling. Yes, I don't post about everything. So before you guys come at me, there are some things that I keep personal. And the package was just kind of like in with my security of my building concierge, and it was this huge package, okay, in a cardboard box. It was this huge package, and the contents of the package were actually quite expensive, because it was sort of like a techie thing, like a tech thing. And I had to return this item to them after I had finished shooting, which was fair enough, because obviously I was just going to like shoot some content or do this fun video and like give it back to them. And it was just lying in the concierge for like the longest time, like I don't know how many ever days. And it was such a hazard, because obviously if anything happened to my package while it was, after it was delivered to me, it would have been my responsibility. So obviously I was like in constant anxiety over that, because it's my first collab. I haven't worked with those many like agencies before. Like before all of the collabs or whatever I've done, brands have reached out. So I've been speaking to like people from internal teams of brands. When it's agencies, it's very different, because like they are the main point of contact you have, and they're also the middlemen with the brand and you. And I've also come to realize that when it's this whole brand versus you situation, you are always the underdog. You are never I don't know why, but yeah, this whole like content creator UGC situation is so like looked down upon as like a legitimate career choice or a legitimate way of a passive income, that you're almost like, they treat you like shit. Like, I don't know how else to put it. They literally treat you like shit, and they feel like you owe your life to them and whatever. So this happened, and finally like I had to send somebody from Pune, imagine, to open the house, because obviously the house was locked, to like get that thing inside my house and keep it here safely. I came back from my travels or whatever, and I felt really really sick, so I had like viral and stuff. And obviously that video included me shooting my face, so I couldn't really shoot the video. But they hadn't ever given me a timeline to work with or anything. And anyway, I'm not gonna get like into the complete details of things, but shit just kept spiraling. Like nothing was going right in that whole collab, and it reached a stage where I had to literally write like a formal email to like the co-founder or the founder of this like agency based in Bombay, that listen, like your people are literally like what is happening? This is so unprofessional, this is so disrespectful. Like, not, my timelines weren't checked with me, my travel schedule wasn't checked with me. Do they even know that content creation is not my full-time gig, that I literally do it probably like half a day on a weekend because I choose to spend my weekends in bed resting, watching Netflix? Like, do they even know that? Like, did they even care to find out about all of this before they took the rash decision of just sending it to me? Anyway, shit went down. And the point I'm really trying to make is that I don't even have like 10k followers or whatever, right? So, and I swear to God, like I don't even have a number in mind. I am just doing this for the sake of doing it. I love sharing my life. And I was thinking to myself, like, I went in such a deep black hole spiral that, Saloni, you have literally picked a fight with an agency based in Bombay. You don't want to do that because Bombay is literally your stomping ground. You have come here, moved from Pune, shifted your entire life from Pune. You have moved here to make your life here, and you can't keep having like bad blood with people because word travels fast. You don't want to be, tagged or blacklisted as somebody that's like difficult to work with. And I'm sure other people making content will like totally relate with me. Like, even if it's genuinely not our fault, the minute you have even 1 ounce of self-respect and your boundary or your value comes in question, and you're like, guys, like, I think this is wrong and I don't want this and this is my thing, they're gonna be like, you have so many demands and you have so much attitude and you have an attitude problem and you're so difficult to work with. And like, unfortunately, because like I'm on this side of the kind of line, I'm like understanding how it works, and it's genuinely, it sucks. So I've been in like this spiral, and weirdly after this happened, this kind of happened with another person as well. Like a very similar instance happened, who like kept reaching out to me, because we're representing a really big brand. And yes, mind you, it was a really big brand, but they were expecting me to literally work on barter. So I said, no, I'm not going to work on barter. And they literally had the audacity to tell me, oh, but look at your followers, like, don't you think you should, like, accept this? Basically, like, in a separate way, like asking me to stay in my lane. And I'm like, I don't want to do it. Like, please, there are 10,000 other better people than me that will do it with you on barter. Like, just accept my no na. Gyan jhadne ki kya zarurat hai, right? Like, okay, it's my loss, great. I haven't worked with your brand, great, it's my loss. Anyway, so all of these things have been happening on the content creation side. In my entrepreneurial journey, where I've started my consultancy, like, I'm working with like these brands and whoever I'm working with, I obviously don't want to keep growing just vertically, right? Like, I don't want to just keep growing that, oh, I work with this brand, I'm working with a better brand, I'm working with a better brand. What happens to the other 2 brands that I'm working with? They're still there. So it's also important for me to grow horizontally and laterally, which just means like adding new team members. And it's so weird because I just feel like nobody really wants to work. Like, any 20 or 21-year-old just wants easy money, like, it's weird to even say this, but they just want to like work with you because they're looking for a friend. So like, any kind of sense of like authority, accountability, hierarchy, all of these lines are like so blurred. Like, for me, when I entered the job market, it wasn't like this. I did not want to be friends with my higher ups. I wanted to, for the lack of a better word, literally like become their pet, and over deliver on everything I do, so that yes, promotions, yes, appraisals, yes, perks at the workplace, and then genuinely, if your friendship garners, it garners, but you don't really get a job because you are aiming to have fun with this person, right? And that's what I'm experiencing. Like, I just feel like I'm having such a problem with like retention of employees, and it's affecting my work in such bad ways, guys. Like, I am literally up till 1 a.m. working. Like, I'm doing stuff that I started my career doing. Like, I'm working on like copy and calendars, and that's really not what I want to be doing. I want to be doing like clean, hardcore strategy work. I want to be planning activations. I want to be speaking to influential people to match synergies. I want to be, be in kind of like the forefront. I want to spearhead like great events. Like, I really want to be a strategist. And I feel like everybody that's trying to kind of branch out on their own, genuinely want you guys to like think twice about it. Because I thought, like, seeing my parents who are like these great like bossy people who are, in the peak of their careers, and like have these amazing people that report to them and all of that. Like, it's not easy, guys. It's not easy. Like, every day there's some new issue, every day there's like these gray areas, and I'm such a black and white person. Like, I can't with gray areas, guys. Like, you either tell me like that you're in this because you wanted to look good on your CV, and that's it, or then you tell me that you're genuinely here to learn and you want me to train you, and I will do that. Like, I am on your side, but just be transparent. Like, just be truthful to what your motive is. I feel like everybody's living in such a gray area in life right now, and generally I'm not used to that. Like, I am a very no BS, give it straight up kind of person. So that's something that's been happening on the entrepreneurial side of things. And anyway, guys, I can go on and on talking about this, and I don't want to, because like I said, I have a flight to catch. But yeah, I'm just like in this weird fix, because you try so much, you're trying to like get it shit right, you're trying to make your parents proud, you're trying to make yourself proud, right? The younger version of you proud. It's just unending, and then there's so much that happens this side. Like I have literally, and it's also very difficult to do it alone, mind you. I don't know if many of you know this. Like I do say I'm a Bombay girl. That's because I always have had a house here, and I've grown up here. Grandparents, cousins, lots of like coming here all the time. But like my true core of growing up and like my schooling has been in Pune. So obviously all my friends are from there, and it's like so hard. Like I'm literally gonna cry, and I don't wanna cry. But it's like really hard to do it without your friends. And like I'm such like, I grew up alone as well. Like I'm an only child, and I just like sometimes wish that that I came down from work and like I see my grandmom sitting there, and I spend time with her and have dinner with her. But like, yeah, reality is not that. Like I'm in Bombay, I choose to be here for my career because it genuinely is advancing, and I can see it advancing in Bombay. And I choose to be away, and it's difficult sometimes to like stick with your decision, especially during like festivals, right? Because like the last kind of week has been Navratri, and yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop this now. I can't. I'm being pathetic, guys. Gonna order Mimi's, pack, sleep for like 2 hours because I literally have to leave, and call it a day. Okay, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Love you all. And also, I'm posting this really cute video with my uncle. We had this really cute lunch at Mahesh Lunch Home today. So please go and see it. For those who are watching this video today, it's probably gonna be posted tomorrow. But obviously, if you're coming to this video later on, it's already on my feed. So please go watch it. I feel like that's the cutest thing I've done in a long time. Okay, bye.